Okay, Robbie, you're probably saying, I get it. You want me to nurture my network, but what exactly do you mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's like a garden. First, you plant the seeds. You need to decide which seeds you want to plant and prepare the soil. It's a lot of work just to get started. But once you have met someone and planted that seed of connection, how do you grow that seed into a real relationship? That's where nurturing comes in. It starts after your first contact, maybe with a follow-up note. A follow-up note should remind them of where you met, what you talked about, and what you had in common. You might also summarize any future steps you agreed to, like sending them an article or making an introduction. Close it out by offering to help in the future. Not only does such a note serve as a record of your discussion, it gives them a way to reach you in the future. There are loads of generative AI tools that record calls and draft follow-up notes for you. One of my favorites right now is Sybil AI, but follow-up notes are pretty straightforward to write. After that initial follow-up, schedule a time for yourself to reach out periodically, to some people more frequently than others. But make sure you track it in your contact management system or in a spreadsheet or on a piece of paper. And schedule nurturing time in your calendar every week. What do you say in these outreaches? It varies. It can be personal, like when you see a mutual friend or when their team wins a championship. It can be professional, like when their company has a major announcement or you see an appropriate article. The point you want to convey is that you are thinking of them and you're interested in their well-being. To be effective in your nurturing, keep track of your conversations and their interests. I take notes after meeting with people, and before reaching out, I review my notes. My dad used to take his notes on a yellow legal pad. I do it in Word docs labeled with the person's name and company name, like Jane Lynn at Acme Co. It doesn't matter how, it just matters that you do it. When you can pick up where you left off, it shows that you value the relationship. It's nurturing those seedlings into saplings. And here's a pro tip that might surprise you. Ask for small favors. By asking for small favors, you build connections and actually increase the likelihood that someone will do a bigger favor when the time comes. That's why people in fundraising and development ask you to volunteer before they ask you to write a big check. There's an art to reciprocity, and it's the key to nurturing a relationship. Reciprocity doesn't mean tit for tat. It means that you come into every interaction seeking to find a way to help them, whether or not you yourself need help.